Good morning, Internet. Welcome back to the channel. I hope all is well. Thanks for joining me. I wanted to do a quick initial impressions of a new boot I got, the Icons Elsinore 2. I thought I'd just give my initial impressions, how I ended up with this boot, why I got it, and just how did they get here, that sort of thing. So I had been looking at a lot of boots. My boots that I've been wearing for probably 20 years and just sort of morphed into riding boots again was the Doc Martin, I forget, I think it's 2295. It's set up good for cycle, steel toe, leather. It's got this big padded area that goes all the way around the ankle supports. They're getting really worn down, the tread's almost gone. So I thought it was time for a new boot. So let's talk about this Elsinore 2. How did we end up here? First thing that caught my eye was sort of this retro look. This look of this front gator type covering is how all the motocross boots looked like in the 70s and 80s when I was growing up. So they sort of had that retro look to them, but believe me, looks don't account for a heck of a lot when you're talking protecting your feet, or it really comes down to what kind of riding you do. Again, the Docs were fine. They had some ankle protection, steel toe, real nice durable leather, good sole. They work good for walking. I don't do a ton of off-road riding anymore. It's not really something I search out to do. It comes up, we do what we got to do to get where we're going, but that's about it. So I like the look. The more I looked into it, it does have the shin guard protection, this hard plastic here, full leather, really supple. What was interesting is that this D30 material is all through this boot, which is very interesting. It's kind of the same material that's in your jackets for the armor. These boots are CE rated, so that's good. There is a safety rating, and the D30 is all in this ankle area from about just above the ankle down. And it's a little soft, but you can feel it. And the thing with D30 is when there's some sort of impact, that's when it really stiffens up and absorbs and dissipates energy. So that's nice. And it's also on the inside here. So very cool. While we're on this side, you can see a full zipper here. So these buckles are sort of a set it and forget it. You just set it to get the right fit on the boot through the calf and in the ankle area. That's where there's a big variety. Some people's calves are bigger depending on their size, that sort of thing. Genetics, whether they wear sort of the shin armor that dips down into their boot, that sort of thing. So it's a set it and forget it with these. And then the step in is with this zipper. Really nice heavy duty zipper, nice gaiter here in the front. I found the boot to be really actually quite comfortable. I was surprised. While offering a decent amount of protection, much better than just a plain engineer boot. This D30 really firms up. You got nice solid protection in here for an impact to the front. They are, I don't think they're steel toe, it's a reinforced, definitely in the toe and the heel. You can't really squeeze them. They're not steel toes, but they're definitely some sort of composite protection there. The sole is really nice. It's oil resistant, non-slip, really kind of soft. I think you could see it moves a bit. There's not a metal plate in the insole in the bottom there, but it is a hardened plastic, so it really doesn't move that much. You got some expanding stuff here. The leather's really quite soft. I was a little concerned about the stitching. I thought maybe it was going to be white and really like stick out, and then it gets dirty and it's impossible to clean. But actually, it's kind of a gray up close and in person. So that's kind of the story on this. I was seriously looking at the Alpine Stars Corazal. You know, it's a jump up in price. Those run about $300. These list for $225. The Docs are about $140. I looked for the Docs just because I've been wearing them for probably 20, 30 years, even just as my walking around boot. but they don't have any in the States in my size that I could find in the brown or the black. So that was kind of off the table. I looked at some engineer boots, a more motorcycle engineer, like a Forma, Style Martin makes an engineer boot, but again, just nothing in my size. And then when I got thinking about it, I really kind of wanted something maybe with a little more protection, even though I don't ride much in the dirt anymore. So I started looking at some other things, and I was looking at the Corzal. It has the rigid ankle support, the hinged ankle support, much more of a solid boot, a steel shank in the base of the foot, that sort of thing. But that maybe was a little overkill. And what really kind of sealed the deal, the reason I got these and tried them out, is there was an open box sale. Just being 100% transparent, exactly my size, open box, 30% off. I mean, how do you argue with that to even try it? Now, there is some movement here in the ankle. It's not completely rigid, but again, I don't do a ton of off-road riding, hardly at all, only if it really is necessary, and usually only in Baja, where you have to get from point A to point B, but there's no pavement. So I was actually, once I got them and spent a little time with them, I thought, this is going to serve my needs actually pretty well. The protection here in the ankle, the D30, I think that's going to be nice. And boot over, you can wear your pants over or tuck them in, either way. They seem to be just fine. They're very comfortable, removable insole. If you want to replace the insoles over time with something with a little more cushion, you can. It feels like the boot's going to break in well. It's water resistant, not waterproof. But again, I'm not out there riding BDRs, going through rivers. And I live in San Diego. It's been raining a lot lately, but normally it doesn't rain that much, and we tend to not ride that much when it rains. So I feel like this is going to be really an adequate choice. The styling's kind of cool. I know it's not for everybody, but I'm the vintage where that kind of evokes some memories. And again, I wouldn't make a purchase based on just an aesthetic. This is a real motorcycle boot made by a known motorcycle accessory clothing manufacturer, Icon. I've had Icon helmets. I trust the brand. It looks like it's a quality product. All the stitching looks great. What are you not getting? Well, the metal, they're plastic buckles on the Alpine Stars, and they're replaceable. These aren't replaceable, I don't think, but they're set and forget. I don't think you're really going to have to mess with them much. I think these are a really good value and are going to serve my needs really well. Time will tell, and we'll check in maybe in some time when we get some real miles and put them through some abuse out there on the road and the trails down in Baja, out in the Southwest back roads, and we'll report back and let you know like how they break in, how they wear, what my thoughts are in a few months or a year, and we'll go from there. But I thought this was something that would be easy to do on a rainy morning. Do my initial impressions, let you know what I think, just kind of looking them over, trying them on in the house, wearing them around inside the house. I think they're going to work. I'm actually pleasantly surprised with the D30 in this boot. If you have any experience with this boot, either way, let me know. If you think I made a mistake, let me know. I'm interested. Give me a reason why you think so, but I'm interested. What's your opinion? What do you think? I'm curious. I kind of really am. I'm bored. Talk to me. Anyway, this is the Icon Elsinore 2. I'm back that way, Brian. I will fill you in when we have some more news. Thanks for tuning in. If you like these kind of videos, please take a moment to like, and if you can, subscribe. It really helps me out. I'd really appreciate it. And we'll talk to you soon. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.